Devolution is growing, but in our setup, we seem to be taking 2 steps ahead and then taking 4 behind. What do I mean? When we began this devolution journey, we had a Ministry of Devolution under the current governor of Kirinyaga, Governor Waiguru. Suddenly, after some time, it became a small department somewhere. Today, it is a state department. So what are we saying? Is that our commitment to devolution? What we are saying is we would want a fully fledged ministry that is really ensuring that we stop teetering and we walk straight and make giant steps towards full realization of devolution.
This is really just the only forum seated that seems not to be fighting devolution. Everywhere else, devolution is under siege. Even this program we are talking about, the good PS is speaking here. We had the Treasury speak around. If you ask yourself why up to today, SIGA has not released money, the money has not reached the counties, and we are 4 to 5 days to the closure of the procurement period, that is May, it tells you a lot. And it is important that we pass this message to Treasury and even to the Senate and to all bodies that are concerned, that it is, really duplicating and time-consuming to be passing DORA, then waiting to pass SIGA. Can't we do it once so that the funds flow? And it is a fallacy for anyone to think that money reaching counties is not spent. We are perfectly capable of spending all the money within the timelines, and nobody else. In fact, the World Bank knows that better than anybody else. With KDSP 1, we were able to meet deadlines. We were able to do great things for our counties, and therefore we would want, because we have the representative of Treasury, as we are speaking, SIGA is gazetted, but the money has not hit the accounts of the county. Let the money hit the county's account, and I am urging all of us, immediately it hits, move it to SPA, let's get working so that we are able to do. If you want KDSP to succeed, the channel must be the Council of Governors. Let us stop having some pseudo, ways of reaching out, because that creates confusion and we are not able to move. But as long as we are moving in one line and we are moving through the Council of Governors, our Secretariat has the perfect capability of ensuring that we succeed. Number 2, that every devolved sector World Bank programs needs to consider the Council as an implementing partner and allocate resources. Because here we are, it's a coordinating body for the 47 counties. We cannot be coordinated at Treasury. We cannot even be coordinated at devolution, because devolution is not even a ministry. It is just a small sector put somewhere under the office of the Deputy President. And I keep wondering how successful devolution will be in that ministry where the Deputy President has so many other things to handle, and we must fight. And we say this, for those of us who are in office now, and at a point at this, we must fight for devolution, because it is the only way that we will transform our country. And devolution was not born out of an individual's mind. It was born out of the minds of Kenyans who fought and said, yes, this is the way to go. And therefore, let us work, and I will call upon our partners here. National government will tell you many things because they have sovereignty, and they must be the people that must do all the collaterals and what have you. But the implementation of any program, no matter what you call it, be it a fertilizer program, whatever program, can only be implemented in the counties. The counties have structures, and within that, we are able to move. But at the top, we have the COG who will be able to work together with us. And therefore, I make a plea as the Vice Chair and on behalf of the COG and the Chair, that for every program, let us have a segment of funding for the COG to help you implement that specific program. I don't know whether you get what I'm trying to drive at. Tunaelewana? And we are not fighting with anybody. We are just saying that's the body that can move us.
There's no logic in separating the DORA and the SIGA, because they are all acts of finances or money bills which are going to serve the same counties. So why are they put in separate boats? We are saying put them in the same boat, let them be passed at the same time, because DORA affects all operations, including remunerations like salaries, affects all other programs, including what is available for the members of parliament like CDF. So let us put it together so that they sail in one boat, so that if it sinks together. If it sails through for everyone, instead of being discriminative and just only identify and delay what is due as conditional grants to counties. It cannot be normal that funds that are supposed to be used the whole year are only made available for 1 month. Because all Kenyans are aware, even the donors of the bank are aware, that the SIGA was passed 1 month ago, which is just 1 month to end of financial year. It was signed about 2 or 3 weeks ago. The disbursement schedule as we sit here has not been released to the Treasury by the Senate. By the time those monies hit the accounts, it will just be days to the end of the financial year, not months. Yet that will be counted, or it will be factored as one of the conditions of being able to qualify for some of the funding, because absorption of resources that are supposed to have been absorbed within 12 months, being absorbed within a week or two is almost impossible. And if it happens, then it will not be a normal absorption, but an enhanced absorption, which in this case will also raise other issues.
For this fiscal year, for instance, we are yet, as counties, to actually receive the monies that were appropriated under the County Government's Additional Allocation Act. And it's barely how many days to the fiscal year end? Less than. We are now mid-May, end May, and usually the procurement system does not allow you to access or commit new procurement towards the end of May. So the month of June usually becomes that much more difficult to commit anything. But we're still negotiating with the National Treasury to ensure that the funds are released and disbursed to the special purpose accounts, so that at least we avoid the step of reappropriation next year at the national level. And I've had the country director of World Bank with respect to the frustration that the bank has when it comes to the passing of the County Government's Additional Allocation Act. We have shared that frustration with the Senate Budget and Appropriations Committee. We have raised it in IBEC. We will continue to raise it. It's our hope and prayer that we will get back to the system that we initially had, where County Additional Allocation Act is somewhat combined with the County Allocation of Revenue Act, so that we do not have two acts funding county governments where one is passed well before the other.
I want to also reaffirm to our partners our collective commitment to ensuring that the second Kenya Devolution Support Program delivers tangible results that improve the lives of our citizens. Anyone who wants to know what KDSP can do, please take a visit Nyeri, and you'll find a fully operational level 4 hospital done with money from KDSP the first KDSP. You go to, I think, Makueni, you have, is it a park? A recreational park, and many others. So this one must also be, and I'm glad that governors are here, and that we have now appointed CECs in charge of devolution. Go further and appoint an officer in charge of KDSP too. The specific focal person, because this is a program that is going to bring you about 800, 900 million in the next few years, in the next 2 disbursements. Where do you get that kind of money in our very, very limited fiscal space? So we are able to do great things, and I'm glad that some of the regulations are that you must do a project that has an impact.